All right, well, hello everyone and welcome in. It's digital host AJ Wiest here. Welcome to 48 Blitz OT. 48 sports director Carl Prather. He'll be joining on momentarily. He's getting ready for the show to bring a good show, getting all the highlights together. But until we toss the ball over to Carl, we're going to go through some of the high school football scores now in week 1 here in the Tennessee Valley. Hard to believe it's already week 1. The season always goes by super quickly, but yes, we had some good games tonight, no doubt about it. And we're going to start by going through some of the scores last night in case you haven't seen them yet. Muscle Shoals with a crushing win over Florence last night, 34-7. And of course, Madison County, they played St. John Paul II. They won 41-24, another crushing win there. But now we also have Galesville and Asbury, which was a big win for Galesville. They took the win 56-20. But now staying in the Sand Mountain area a little bit, we had a big game tonight, big matchup. Fife, the Red Devils of Fife, taking on the Pisgah Eagles, and Fife did not hold back. Remember, last week they took the loss to Maplesville, but they are back in the win column. Crushing win tonight for the Red Devils. Fife takes the win 60-28. And Bob Jones had a big win tonight in the Madison area. Bob Jones won 50-28. Close to that Fife score. Fife won 60-28. Bob Jones tonight won 50-28. But now we're going to talk about the Boaz Pirates. They took a big win tonight. A lot of big wins tonight, I will have to admit. 31-10 over the Aggies of Albertville. Huntsville, they had a good game tonight against May Jemison. They took that win 23-6. Athens and Buckhorn, a closer game there. Buckhorn comes out on top over the Golden Eagles 16-10. I'm going to keep going through some of these scores. If you're just joining in, 48 Sports Director Carl Prather, he's going to be joining on momentarily, so just hold your horses. We'll have all the latest highlights from all the games here in North Alabama, but exciting night tonight. A lot of big wins, a few close games here, but Hartselle, speaking of big wins, they won tonight 46-8 over Jackson Olin. Austin 47-6 over Decatur. Of course, that was our 48 game of the week this week. Austin showed that Decatur is theirs, absolutely. Austin with a crushing win over the Red Devils. Or not the Red Devil, the Red Raiders, of course, of Decatur. But look at this one. Scottsboro with a shutout win over North Jackson. They took the win 28-0. Gunnersville and Fort Payne, the battle of the Wildcats there. Gunnersville comes out on top 21-10. And if you were at any of these games last night, let me know in the comments. We are going to pass the ball over to Carl Prather now, but you all enjoy 48 Blitz OT.
You're watching 48 Blitz OT, sponsored by Boar Hogs Barbecue.
Welcome in North Alabama, Tennessee Valley. It's 48 Blitz OT. Welcome in a second straight week of high school football action from yours truly. I'm Carl Prather. For those new to our area, we say welcome. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. For those that are familiar with our show each and every Friday, we say welcome back. We just got off the air from TV with our 48 Blitz show. Tonight, we get ready for our 48 Blitz OT. More highlights, more coverage from our big games across North Alabama and the Tennessee Valley as we get you prepared for week 2 of the high school football season, a week from tonight. But we got to celebrate the night that was across North Alabama and the Tennessee Valley, and that includes our 48 Blitz game of the week. And it was a battle in Morgan County. The River City rivalry renewed over at historic Ogle Stadium as the Decatur Red Raiders hosted the Austin Black Bears. Our own Kaylee Tinglestad was there for all of the action and has a complete recap.
A special delivery tonight, the game ball flown in and brought down in a parachute. The visiting Bears are wasting no time. Peyton Macklin makes the grab and takes off, weaving past every red jersey inside and off to the house he goes. Austin up by 7 just seconds in. Well, a few minutes later, Bears back with the ball. Aiden Davis showing off, spins off multiple defenders, picking up more yards before being dragged down. Now to late in the second quarter, Austin writing the story in this battle. Davis takes it and extends in the house for the score. Bears will lead by 30 at the half. Austin will keep tacking it on in the second half, closing out the third quarter up 44-0.
Yeah, big win for Coach Jeremy Perkins and company. They notched their first win of the year. You see the score right there on your screen. Black Bears of Austin winners on the road tonight, 47-6. We had an opportunity to hear from Coach Perkins after the contest. Obviously, a happy coach to improve to 1-1 of the year as they head into Class 7 Region 4 region play next week.
I'm proud of them. We challenged them. They rose to the occasion. We still made a lot of mistakes tonight. We've got to clean up and get better. A lot of penalties. So it wasn't a mistake-free game, but they came. We were physical, played hard. Those are things that we challenged them with, and they executed, and we played better. To not get complacent because they won one game. We got region play starting. We'll be on the road to Sparkman, which is always a tough environment to play in. We haven't played well over there in the last several years, so we got a challenge ahead of us, and we got to get better and get prepared for that ball game.
Yeah, huge congratulations to Coach Perkins. Listen, Coach John Ritter is as good as coaches we have in North Alabama and the Tennessee Valley. Year 2 with the Red Raiders program, continuing to grow that program. They will head into region play as well. So, listen, yes, you would love to have them all, love to win them all, love to win the rivalry game. But both of these teams and their respective programs got 2 good young coaches there that can really coach their respective programs. And down the line, you'll see the Decatur Red Raiders continue to play well and improve. That's what it's all about. But Austin comes away with the big win tonight in the River City rivalry. A few scoreboards for you as we take a look at a lot of our scores from in and around North Alabama. Hackleburg had a fantastic year last season, went deep into the playoffs in Class 1A. They get a big victory on the road against Lynn. North Sand Mountain blanks Eider 43-0. Colbert County wins a big game. They fell to Central Florence last week on the road, but they bounced back quite nicely to take care of the Rattlers of 10 or 44-21. Lauderdale County, hard fall victory over the aforementioned Central Florence program. They win 26-10. Central Florence falls to 1-1 on the year. The Arabian Knights travel to Cherokee County. Let me tell you, folks, Cherokee County has played in the last 2 state championship matchups in their respective classification, so they are no joke. They get the win tonight. Arab, trust me, they'll be better for it playing high-end competition as they head into region play next week. They fall 25-0. The Destler Tigers get a big win over Haddon, 35-28 inside Howard Chapter Stadium. More scores for you across the valley. East Lawrence, big win over West Limestone, 20-7 for the East Lawrence program. New Hope comes away with a victory over DAR 42-28. Hazel Green gets their first win of the year. Congrats to Coach Fred Ferrier and company. They beat East Limestone 19-14. Still looking for that Rogers-Lawrence County contest and that final score if someone can send that to us. The same thing for that Mars Hill Bible Russellville score, looking for that one as well. We'll try to find that here momentarily. Scottsboro blanks at North Jackson. North Jackson won the region in their respective classification last year. They win Scottsboro 28-0. Another scoreboard on tap for you as well. We have Mortimer Jordan edging the Bearcats of Coleman 21-20. Columbia falls 21-10 in their contest. Columbia now has lost 93 straight games. But listen, Sammy Coates and company has this team on the uptick. I know, I get it. It's a long losing streak, but getting these young men to continue to fight, continue to compete, and continue to play is impressive in its own right. We shall see if they can find a way to notch their first victory in quite some time. Hartsel all over Jackson Odom tonight. Let me tell you something. Hartsel has absolutely been dominant, maybe the most dominant team we have in our area over the first 2 weeks of the year. They took care of a really good Austin team to start the year, and they just jumped all over Jackson Odom. They went 46-8. Boaz gets a big win tonight on the road against Albertville, 31-10. Bob Jones all over the Lee Generals, 50-28. They got a big matchup with James Clemens next week in the Madison Bowl over at Madison School Stadium. So Pisgah and Fife, these contests have been very tight over the last couple of years. These teams have met multiple times within the playoffs and the regular season. Fife trailed early in this contest, but they would roar back in the second half, and Coach Paul Benningfield would get the win 60-28. So a lot of scores there. I want to try to find that Mars Hill score because I believe that, I know the game is final. We just want to kind of look that up. But yeah, listen, tap in with us. Tell your friends. We're currently live on our Facebook, our YouTube page, our 48 Sports Zone app, and WAFF.com as well. We talk high school football throughout the evening in our 48 Blitz OT show. 47-19, Mars Hill and Daryl Higgins improved to 2-0. Big thanks to Mike Brown, our producer for tonight's show, with that score in my ear. We got these things in here so they can talk to us. You can't see it, but it's really cool. It's almost like people are like talking in my head, and then I can tell you all. I'm not crazy, kind of. But yes, thanks, Mike, for that. Appreciate that. Big win for Daryl Higgins coming. They won the Class 3A state championship a year ago. So big shout out to Daryl Higgins and company as they got the win tonight. So for those that are not familiar, the way that high school football works in our area, we have 8 regions for our first 6 classifications, 1A through 6A. But in Class 7A, we have 4 regions because we only have 32 teams in our state. That's the largest classification in our area. But we did have some region games tonight as well, as we want to also send a big shout out to our Boar's Hog Barbecue. Did a fantastic job being our sponsor for this week, or this year rather. Big thumbs up to Boar's Hog. We appreciate them. But yeah, we had to take you to Killen, Alabama. So that's between Athens and Florence, Alabama, if you're heading west in the northern part of the state. But the Brooks Lions hosted the reigning region champs in West Morgan. West Morgan's won the last 2 region championships. They haven't lost a region game in like 4 years. But Brooks' quarterback, Tanner Bowens, showing some really nice, tough running there, keeps the offense in the game. You're going to throw got to move the change there, but then the Rebels would score with that out of the air there. Nice ball from Hunter Gregg there. Rebels would hold on to the ball more often than not. Ryan Prologue going to toss it into the end zone in that contest. Bowens trying to make something happen, but man, this defense, man, is something else for West Morgan. They're just good. They're just really, really good. West Morgan, all over a really game Brooks program tonight. West Morgan's just got it going. For seriously, they haven't lost a region game in like multiple years. They went 47-21. Randolph Raiders in a region game tonight over at Sportsman Field tonight, taking on Madison Academy. This was a 4A Region 8 battle. Let me tell you, Madison Academy fell to the reigning 3A champs that I mentioned, Marshall Bible, last week. They were upset this week. Antonio Rice with that interception, he would take it to the house. Mustangs offense firing on all cylinders. Charleston Owens going to throw to Keaton Watson. He's off into the end zone for the score. This was all Mustangs tonight. Bob Gotze has got this team that could potentially be a championship contender, and I'm serious with that. They're that good. They win in a big way, 49-7. The Crimson Panthers of Huntsville aiming for a 2-0 start to the year, facing off against the Jaguars of Mae Jemison. Early in the first quarter, Wyatt Smith long pass to receiver Mikel Ellison with the touchdown there. Panthers looking to do it again. Hey, listen, if you got that combo working, why not? Let's go to it again. 7-11. He goes in for the score. Big win for Huntsville. Nice start to the year for the Crimson Panthers. They win 23-6. Hey, folks, before we go, I know a lot of people had their eyes on high school football. And watching at home, you've been following on a myriad of different social media platforms to get updates on the high school football scores if you were watching this game right here. The Hugh Freeze experience entering into year 3. They made the trek over to McLean Stadium and took on the Baylor Bears. Rough start early on for Auburn, trying to find their way, but give credit to Hugh Freeze and company. They got the job done, 38-24. Jackson Arnold, I think he carried it like 16 times for $137 on the ground. Offensive line played exceptionally well midway through the first half and beyond, running the football. Baylor did hang tough, as you would expect. Sawyer Robinson connected on a couple of touchdowns for Dave Aranda's bunch in this contest. But in the end, the Auburn Tigers, you want to talk about weapons, they got them. This was a hard-fought game. You learn more about your team tonight than you may learn about them in the next 2 weeks. And that's because, no disrespect to Ball State, but the Auburn Tigers will return home for their first home game of the 2025 season as they host Ball State next week inside Jordan-Hare Stadium. So congratulations to Hugh Freeze. I know we got a full slate of college football games that we'll get to before we head off the air tonight. But we're going to take you to our weekly 48 Blitz Plays of the Week.
The 48 Blitz Play of the Week, sponsored by Hyundai Greenway of Decatur and University Kia. We want to see you in a Kia.
And we start with our play number 1. You saw it in that North Alabama contest as Madison Academy gets this tip drill and returns it in for the score there. Play number 2, going to be the Danville Hawks. Let's fly the friendly skies, shall we? A nice pitch and catch there for the score. Congratulations for Danville, play number 2. And then play number 3, Gunnersville. Receiver going to play jump ball over the back of the defender there. Check this ball out. Hauls it right over the back of the shoulder pads there and gets it in for the score. Congratulations to our 3 nominees tonight. It's Madison Academy, it's Danville, and it's Gunnersville. You can vote right now, folks. Voting is live on WAFF.com, and it's also live on our free Sports Zone app. Our voting will end this Wednesday at 3. We will announce our winner during our 6 p.m. newscast. I want to send a big shout out to Marcy Lindley asking about the Brooks score. West Morgan comes away with the win. Nan Walden also super happy that the Rebels came away with the win. That was a big win on the road as well. And Randall Singleton sending a shout out as Lexington. I think Lexington, this is their 100th year of football for that program. They get the victory 48-6 over Elkmont. So yeah, big night for our area high school football teams. Teams getting wins, teams maybe coming up just short. But here's the most important part, folks. Week 0 and week 1, for the most part, outside of a handful of our region games in Class 4A, Region 7, and Region 8, they were non-region games. What that means, for those that are not familiar with high school football within our state, that means that none of these games over the course of the first 2 weeks of the year count toward your chance to reach the postseason. That all changes next week because everyone hops into region play. And as I mentioned, classes 1A through 6A, regions 1 through 8, all compete to vie for 4 respective spots inside each of their regions there. And in class 7A, we only have 4 regions because there's only 32 teams within the state. They will also vie for 4 spots as well. So the road to the playoffs in November begin next week, and we got some big matchups, including a handful of rivalry games as well. We'll announce our 48 Blitz Game of the Week and our next tailgate tour stop that coincides together with our Game of the Week. That'll be on Monday, Labor Day at 6. Our own Tinglestad will have you squared away on Labor Day Monday at 6 and 10, and as we get you prepared for the start of a new week of high school football. I know everyone is excited about college football tomorrow. A bunch of Auburn fans extremely happy tonight. You're 1-0. A lot of teams can't say that heading into next week. They will host Ball State next week and make the trek back to the loveliest village on the plains. The Alabama Crimson Tide making the trek to Doak Campbell Stadium tomorrow. Some showers and severe weather potentially in the area. May have some delays in that contest. We shall see. But Alabama making the trek there for the first time in Tallahassee, Florida to take on the Seminoles of Florida State. North Alabama going to make the trek up I-65 and take on the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers, my alma mater, in Bowling Green, Kentucky at Houchins Stadium there. And Alabama A&M, Bulldogs Nation, have already probably got the party rocking over there in Fayetteville, Arkansas. Probably a big party tonight as the Bulldogs prepare to take on Sam Pittman in the Arkansas Razorbacks from the Southeastern Conference. So we got a lot of college football to get to. Kaylee Tinglestad will have you completely covered throughout the day tomorrow as we get you up to date with all the happenings of college football. That's going to do it for our show tonight, folks. Another big special thanks to our 48 Blitz OT sponsor, Boar's Hog Barbecue. We truly appreciate their teamwork with us this year as we present a number of high school football games in these amazing communities to you, our viewers, throughout the week and each week and throughout the season as we head to the playoffs and the Super 7 championships in December. Want to send a final big shout out. I'm going to do this every week because I just have to, because they make this ugly mug look good each and every week. It's very hard to do. Mike Brown on the ones and twos producing this show. Big shout out to Clark Simcox out there as well. Tyler, you in there, buddy? Tyler North in there. We got Paul Molling in there. That's like the mothership in there. It's like if you like Captain Kirk and Star Trek, they may fly us away. We may go to Mars or something tonight for all I know with all those TVs and gadgets in there. I don't know what to punch or push in there. I don't want to do it. No, thank you. But they do a fantastic job to make this show happen on TV for our 48 Blitz show and, of course, our 48 Blitz overtime show. Big shout out to AJ Weiss and Javon Williams in there, our digital team out there working extremely hard to update scores, our ticker throughout the night. AJ at 48 Now as well. Javon has been out there with our tailgate crew for our game of the week. We have Patrick Akers out there. We have Gracie Morrison out there. Latoya out there. We have Peyton Walker. We have Jada Russell, our forecaster, out there as well. Kaylee Tinglestad joins yours truly. Also, Darren Gerardo, Jareth, man, it's a team out here to make this happen from start to finish, Monday through Friday throughout the high school football season. Has been truly amazing. And a big shout out to all of our high school football shooters. What I mean by that is our videographers and our news reporters that take time out of their Friday evenings after they've done their news and trying to help make the best product possible. So Aria Pons and Noah and gosh, who else am I missing? Faith and Callie and Will, Stephen Gallion, man, our assistant news director out there, Emma Hall doing a fantastic job. So, like, yeah, I'm going to always shout every week. Y'all might as well get ready for it. It's like the credits. When you watch at the end of the Oscars and movies and stuff, I'm going to do this every week just because those folks deserve it, because this is what it's all about. This is for you. We do this for you to represent and showcase our amazing communities across North Alabama. I'm going to shut up now. I'm going to let you go and watch some college football highlights. Come back and watch this show. It's on demand here momentarily. You can watch 48 Blitz, 48 Blitz OT. Tune in to us next tomorrow night. Kaylee will have you completely covered with college football. And then we roll on in after the Labor Day holiday and get the college football season going with week 2 and the high school football season going as well with week 2 as well. Been a fun weekend, fun Friday night. Enjoy the games. Go out there and grill some meat. Don't burn up no barbecue, folks. Eat up. Pig out, have a good time. I am. We're going to have you squared away next week as we have another 48 Blitz and 48 Blitz OT show on the way next Friday. We are signing off, folks. See you next week. Enjoy the holiday. Good night, everyone.